Dear students, welcome to DCRUST. I am Anil Khurana, Professor and Chairperson, Department of Management Studies, DCRUST Murthal, having an additional charge of Proctor of the University. You are lucky that you have taken admission into a university directly from school without going to a college. Therefore, many of you may not even heard the word Proctor before. All of you are aware that discipline plays an important role in the life of a student. From the tight, disciplined school atmosphere, now you are entering into the self-disciplined and regulated learning environment in the university. University life is always full of excitements and the challenges. Many times we enjoy this time period, but there are a number of times when we find it difficult to balance between the load of classes and other daily routines and issues of personal life. Here comes the role of discipline that helps you to manage the things in more effective and efficient manner. As a proctor of the university, my role is to ensure the enforcement of the disciplinary and the regulations rules of the university to maintain the discipline in the campus. So let me take an opportunity to tell you that what these general guidelines of student code of conduct are and what are the prohibited misconducts and the activities that every student has to follow during his journey at DCRUST. So these are two major guidelines that one has to follow. The first guideline is the no student, faculty member or staff or authority of the university may infringe upon the right of the fellow members of the DCRUST. We all are equal here. The goal of DCRUST is advancement of knowledge which cannot occur without a safe and comfortable learning environment. All persons working at and attending DCRUST are responsible for creation and maintenance of such an environment. So I request you to be the to implement these guidelines in your life here as well. So what is a proctor? My role as a proctor is to ensure the enforcement of the rules and regulations of the university. The proctor office is the first contact point to start disciplinary proceedings. It assesses and investigates the complaints and takes necessary steps from counseling or issuing an official warning depending upon the gravity of the offenses and as per the advice of the Honorable Vice Chancellor. So at DCRUST, only Proctor is not having the office. There is a board which is comprising of many members that take the decision. So what that board is and what are the members? The board is headed by the Proctor. The other members are the DSW, Dean Student Welfare, Chief Warden Boys Hostel, Chief Warden Girls Hostel, Professor in Charge Security, one Associate Professor male, one Associate Professor female. More members may be included into the proctorial board as deemed necessary by the university authority from time to time, case to case. The proctorial board is directly responsible to the Honorable Vice Chancellor. Now, what we do at proctorial board? First, our first role is to maintain a peaceful environment in the university premises, ensuring the personal safety of the students, teachers, and employees of the university, safeguard the assets of the university, assisting in solving non-academic disputes among the students and other students, faculty, and the admin, controlling unauthorized access to the university premises, ensuring the code of conduct of the university student is properly followed within the campus, take cognizance of any breach of students' code of conduct and suggest immediate disciplinary action in all such cases, decide the quantum of punishment to be imposed on the accused students, monitor discipline among the students community in the classroom, examination halls, library, canteen, common room, study room, inside and outside the campus, conduct inquiries of incidents related to violence and of the disciplinary rules, supervise the investigation of any alleged breach of students' code of conduct, which may involve interviewing the erring student or the students and all such and other such students as necessary, conveying this information to the reporting authority, the chairperson of the respective department, guardians of the involved students, and law enforcement agencies if required. Written record of all proceedings will are kept in the proctor office. So at DCRUST, we are following the zero tolerance policy for ragging. We have formed anti-ragging committee, as well as we have taken number of steps to avoid such incidents in the campus. All many faculty members are the member of the anti-ragging committee. Anti-ragging committee is being chaired by the Honorable Vice Chancellor himself. Nominee of the various part of the society are also the members. The nominee of Deputy Commissioner is a member of Anti-Ragging Committee. Nominee of Superintendent of Police as a member of the Anti-Ragging Committee. The journalists, the media persons are as a member of the Anti-Ragging Committee. Parents and students representatives are also the member of the Anti-Ragging Committee. We have formed anti-ragging flying squads which keep round in the campus at prominent locations from time to time. We organize the anti-ragging duty rosters for the hostels, where in the first 2 months of the admissions, especially for the first year students, from evening 5 p.m. to 10 p.m., our teachers stay in the hostel. Uh, we have a separate hostels for undergraduate freshers. Every student has to submit an anti-ragging affidavit from himself or herself and along with their parents that they will not indulge in such activities. We have displayed the anti-ragging squad members' contact details at prominent location of the university campus as well as in the hostel, so that in case of any situation, if they feel, they can call the or they can raise their issues to the concerned authorities. Anti-ragging committees ensures the strict compliance of the provisions of the UGC, state government regulations, as well as the provisions of any law enforced concerning the ragging. I'm happy to inform you that during last few years, I'm in this campus since 2008. I've not heard even a single case of ragging in this campus. There are a number of misconducts and the activities which are not permitted in the campus at all. So any violation of such conducts, or if you go for such misconducts in the campus or you do such activities, one can be punished very heavily or even one can be rusticated out of the campus. So please be very careful about these prohibited misconducts and the activities. So the first activity is the academic dishonesty or the plagiarism. When I talk about the academic dishonesty, it means I'm talking about the use of unfair means in the examination halls, or helping the other students to adopt the unfair means in the class or in the exam. Whereas the plagiarism means reproducing the work of someone else in your own name. This is academic theft. So one can be punished very heavily. And then the academic indiscipline in the classroom. Students are expected to maintain respectful and decorous behavior among the students in the class, the staff members, faculty members, within the classroom as well as in the university premises. Classroom discipline shall not include, I underline, classroom discipline should not include disturbing or interrupting learning through talking out of place, use of mobile phones in the classroom, coming late into the class, rude words or the behavior in the class, loud talking or disruptive behavior in the passages during the examination halls or during the classes. Number three is the violence and the physical abuses. Now here we at DCRUST are committed to the safety of every individual and the well-beings of all its members, and we strive to maintain such an environment which is free from any violence. The act of physical abuse or the physical violences includes, but not limited to, the physical abuse or the physical violences such as beating, punching, kicking, or any other kind of annoying physical contact with anyone. Direct threat of violence, either verbal or written, by any means, including electronic modes. Reckless behavior that causes danger or the threat to the life of an individual, or the group of persons, intentional obstruction or interferences with any other person's right to attend or to participate in the university functions, any conduct, expression, or the language considered improper in interacting with the faculty members or the university officials and the staff. Fourth prohibited activity is danger to the health and the safety. Smoking and drinking inside the campus is treated as prohibited misconduct. Use, production, distribution, sale, possession, stashing of the drugs, entering the campus after consumption of any kind of intoxicants, possession of weapons, firearms, fireworks, knives, explosive material such as bombs, chemicals, or anything in similar in nature, that is totally prohibited. And all such activities are considered as misconduct. Next activity is serial number 5, the damage to the property. Willful damage or destruction to the university property, setting fire on the university property, reckless behavior causing damages to the or the obstruction to the university property or the property of others, tampering or damaging or unauthorized use of elevators, security devices such as doors, locks, university equipment such as computers, electronic gadgets, vehicles, and other university equipments. Walking in the lawns, crossing the boundary walls, fencing, damaging the gardens, flowers, and landscape of the campus. Next is activity number 6, disobedience to lawful authorities. Trespassing or any other form of unauthorized presence, refusing to show the I-card to the university officers or the security personnel on demand, not complying with the parking rules of the university. Tarnishing, activity number 7 is tarnishing university image and unlawful association, which includes behavior inside or outside the campus that damages university image or disrupts the functioning of its normal activities. Any kind of association with a group or the group of individuals that is prohibited by the government or that is against the law of the land. Propagating any form of hate messages in the campus over social media or by any other means will be prohibited misconduct in the university. Activity number 8, deception, which includes furnishing false information to the university with an intent to deceive someone or to drive some benefits, misuse or alteration of the forgery of the university documents and the records. For example, the I-cards, university stationery, letterheads, officer's name, seal, or stamps, etc. Making false or forged signatures of the university teachers, officers, etc. Giving false statements or producing false or tempered certificates is prohibited. Making a complaint to the university authority in an attempt to mislead, misuse, or impede university authority, which is a false complaint. Activity number 9, theft. Possessing, storing, or transporting of stolen university property. Aiding or abetting theft of university property. Damaging and stealing library books, laboratory equipments, and other property of the university. Activity number 10, vehicle parking for the students. Students have to park their vehicle in the parking area that has been designated for the students. Students can park their vehicle outside gate number 1 of the university. I advise all of you not to have any confrontation with the security staff at gates to enter in the campus with your vehicle. Keeping vehicle in the university hostel is totally prohibited. Any violation may lead to the confiscation of the vehicle. Students may use bicycle in the campus as well as in the hostel if they are uh, desires to use it in the campus. Next is activity number 11, social misconduct and the harassment. Abusive or disorderly conduct, passing any incident or abusive or the vulgar language against any other student, teacher, non-teaching staff, officer, and the guests of the university. Sexual harassment, the obscenity in any form, verbal and non-verbal, mental or physical harassment, uploading of indecent pictures or making indecent and untruthful comments via social media or via websites like Facebook, Twitter, maybe through Messenger or emails. Rules for the promotional activities in the campus. We at DCRUST, we used to organize number of cultural, technical, and social programs uh, around the year. So we allow some promotional activities in the campus, but with certain conditions, which are promoting business ventures, commercial activities, or social cause in the form of banners, posters, sample demonstrations, stalls, product placements by the parties outside the university are subject to the scrutiny by the university administration. I repeat, all such activities are subject to the scrutiny by university administration. Written approval will also be needed by the competent authority. Students' bodies, while negotiating with the sponsors outside the university for an event, must declare the code of ethics to the sponsor, and decision to accept the sponsorship from an outside agency will be subject to the final approval of the competent authority. Writing or posting posters on any wall of the campus without prior permission of the proper authority is prohibited. Students have been provided with places at prominent location in the campus where they can paste their bills, where they can where they can display their posters. Almost every department corridors are having such places where they can go for posting their posters. Next is the cybercrime, which is increasing day by day. So I advise the students not to indulge in such cybercrimes through email, blogs, social networking sites, DCRUST network, DCRUST university web portal, university examination portal, university admission portal, or through mobile phones. All such activities, which is treated as cybercrime, includes pornography, subversive activities, software and media piracy, website vandalism, release of viruses and the worms, spams, advertising, spying, hacking, and cyberbullying. All these are prohibited in the campus. Activity number 14, disorder and disorderly behavior, rights, incitement to riots, application of force or organizing meeting, processions, demonstrations intended to support or obtain signatures to show support to or compel any other member of the university to participate in such an activity is treated as disorderly behavior. One can be punished very heavily. Involvement in illegal strikes and agitations. So all breaches to university norms, regulations, and the policies will be treated as an act of disorderly behavior, and the student will be punished according to such rules. Next is free expression and the disruptions. University, we are academicians, being an academic institution, we are committed to the freedom of expression and constructive debate of alternative views, theories, and data. We recognize and respect all peaceful and non-obstructive form of dissents, whether individual or collective, that are within the university regulations and which do not interfere with the regular and essential services of the university. Activity number 16, intolerance. All members of the university are expected to be tolerant and respectful towards the other respective members, may be of different gender, race, religion, class, political affiliation, caste, status, or position in the university or in the community at large. So I request all of you to be tolerant. Next is misuse of ID. Forging or willfully lending someone ID to or your own ID to someone will result to disciplinary action later on. So please be very careful. Don't go for misuse of your ID with anyone. Activity number 18, which is a prohibited misconduct, is subversive activities. Subversive activities are the act or the behavior or the speech which is regarded as a threat to the public or to the nation's security or to the sovereignty of the country, India, or to the sovereignty of any other country is considered as subversive activity, which is totally prohibited and will be treated as misconduct. Activity number 19, unauthorized recording, storage, sharing, distribution of images, videos, or the sounds without, by any means, without the consent of the owner is unauthorized, which is totally prohibited in the university. Activity number 20, that is agitation. Group representation, whether in verbal or in writing or any other form of expression, is strictly forbidden and will be treated as act of agitation. Ragging and bullying. Ragging and bullying, I have already told you that we have adopted zero tolerance policy for ragging. So ragging and bullying, including the cyberbullying, is totally prohibited. So please don't indulge in such activities because that may lead to even suspension or may lead to the restitution from the university. Next is political and non-political involvement and the activities. Since this is an academic institution, so we have adopted a strict policy of non-association and non-involvement in political activities inside the campus, inside the classroom. Whatever political views that an individual may have, he or she shall not bring them into the campus or into the classroom or within the boundary of the campus premises in the university. University used to organize different cultural, technical, academic, and the social programs from time to time round the year, which are the part and parcel of our university academic calendar, or on the advice or on the direction of the state government, central government, Ministry of Education, UGC, AICT, Council of Architecture, etc. Next is the other misconducts, which I couldn't include in the previous one, like walking, gathering, roaming in the university premises without justified reasons at late night, that is prohibited. Any other such act that disturbs the normalcy or the peace of the campus, any act of indiscipline or the disturbances in various activities of the universities or in organization of the functions, ceremonies which are being conducted at the campus, making false allegations, character assassination of the teachers or the officer or the employees, any other act or the omissions which deemed fit as improper by the competent authority. Next is the campus security. Security of the student, faculty members, staff, and physical property of the university is utmost important for the proctorial board. Here, students are required to follow the instructions of the security and the administrative staff in all such matters of security. Students may be asked to submit a search of their person or the possessions while in the campus. And if they fail to obey these orders, it will be treated as deception and the disobedience, and they can be punished according to the rules. I request all the students to wear their I cards all the time whenever they are in the campus. Now the students' grievances. University authority is always ready to hear the grievances of the students, and they are always ready to help the students to resolve their issues. So if a student is having any grievance, he or she may submit those grievances through their academic mentors or through their department chairperson. And if they are staying in the hostel, they can submit these grievances to the chief warden in case of the hostels. So at the last, I would like to say, please be vigilant and be well informed. Ignorance of law is not an excuse. I again repeat, ignorance of law is not an excuse. So therefore, and there are many other self-explanatory do's and don'ts of the society, which you are following since number of years. So follow all such principles in your life here as well. Your life, you will enjoy your life at DCRUST. So proud to be DCRUSTian. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you.